Hi everybody, good morning. Today I'm up here in the forest in the mountains, and as we all know, the monsoons are slowly coming to an end in most parts of the India, especially the south. But up here in the mountains in the northern part of India, we still have a little of monsoon left, the last few days of the monsoon, and we have like good rainfall now and then until it is over. So today I actually just wanted to talk about an interesting plant which you will probably find everywhere around during the monsoon season, which is if you have generally walked into the wilderness or any forest land, you must have seen a lot of green cover on the forest floor and sometimes on the barks of the trees, which is very velvety in texture. Probably you must be wondering what this could be. So that thing what you must have seen is actually called as moss. It is slightly different from the other things that grow on the tree barks and the rocks, which is lichen. So right here actually you can see both lichen and moss growing on this rock. But today we'll speak about mosses. So to start with, let's speak about how these play a very crucial role for a diverse variety of small creatures like spiders, snails, worms, and all kinds of insects. They, apart from not only providing just habitat for all of these insects to survive around, they provide a very good ecosystem to hunt for their food and lay their eggs and take care of their offsprings and flourish from there. They also help in rehabilitation and reforestation of forest lands which specially undergo deforestation and forest fires. So, to speak about it, they actually are one of the first plant colonizers that grow around the forest regions and provide microhabitats for all kinds of creatures to survive. And from there on, the food chain grows, and all kinds of birds, insects, and everything else flourish from there. That way, they play a very crucial role in creating new ecosystems for wildlife and vegetation around. Now, if you really try to understand how they help in reforestation and rehabilitation of for the forest lands, what they generally do is when they start growing on the forest floor, they act like sponges and retain a lot of water, especially the rainwater and all sources of water that flow around the forest. Now, by this, what they do is they keep the soil moist, and slowly now, once this is maintained, all kinds of plants and trees that grow around the mosses start to thrive and flourish. Slowly, over a period of time, now the whole forest slowly regenerates and regrows based on its own climatic conditions. So now what also mosses do is they act as biofilters in purification of air and water. So what happens is that they generally absorb a lot of harmful pollutant particles from the air and clean up the air. Similarly, a lot of aquatic mosses absorb heavy metals from the water and clean the water. By this, they act as very good sources of biofilters in keeping both the air and water clean. Another major property of mosses, what make them very special, is that they tolerate extreme temperatures, be it cold or hot. They can tolerate up to minus 15 degrees Celsius of cold temperatures and about 40 degrees temperatures of hot temperatures. By this, they are very adaptable for all kinds of weather. And now, if you think about how mosses are very important, they also have a very special important property that help in flourishing of ecosystems, both in hot and cold areas. Which is that in hot areas, they basically provide shelter and insulation for the roots of the trees and the soil to absorb water and keep the humidity so that the roots can absorb all kinds of nutrients from the soil and water and maintain its water levels for the survival of the trees. And especially in cold areas, wherever they grow, they again act as insulators in not allowing a lot of sunlight reaching the ice, by which the melting process slow down. So, like this, mosses have very important properties and play a very crucial role in the survival of ecosystems, as they are important components of a lot of vegetation around the world, in all kinds of areas like forests, wetlands, mountains, and tundra ecosystems. Now, there's another interesting fact about mosses, which is that these plants are plants that do not have root system of their own. So they do not also have flowers and seeds for reproduction. What they do is sometimes they either reproduce asexually, or they grow spores kind of things which look like antennas growing out of mosses, that help in their reproduction. This way, mosses have very unique properties and characteristics, as well as play a very important role for the survival and thriving of new ecosystems. Thank you.